I know that a lot of us are really looking to get to our promised land, or we really want to live the promises that Jesus gave us. I mean, Jesus gave us a lot of promises, and I've been experiencing those promises in my life for about 4 years. Wow, coming up on the anniversary, yeah, 4 years. Where I had my encounter with God, and where I say, I was born again and I experienced God in such a powerful way that I've never been the same again. I mean, I've been Christian my whole life, but being born again, it's probably been only 4 years that I can say. I don't know. There may be an explanation, but I mean, I'm just saying I've been born again for 4 years, even though I've been going to church my whole life. But what I discovered that day that God encountered me in my kitchen was that the promises that Jesus left us, abundance, peace that surpasses understanding, unspeakable joy, and perfect love, are things that he wanted us to experience here in this life, not just when we die and go to heaven. There are things that we are to have here. Yeah, he said we would have trials and tribulations, but in the midst of that, he said we would have peace that surpasses understanding. So I want that. I don't know if you want that, but it's something that I've been living for the last 4 years, and sometimes not really living out completely and wholly, but definitely learning as I go. And what I want to do is to share those things with you, because maybe if I share my experiences with you and what I've learned and how I'm living the promises Jesus left, maybe it'll help you live the same if you're not experiencing it. Have you ever read something in the Bible and you're like, let's just use my phone, it has a Bible app, right? So let's say, oh man, I'm not really living that. Why am I not living that? And then we try to come up with reasons or doctrines or theology or whatever that justifies why we're not living it, and tries to explain away why it's okay for us not to live it. But what I want to share with you is that it is possible to live it here on earth. If it's in the scripture, it's available for you. If it's been available for someone other than you, whether it's in Bible times or even now, like, do you know people in your life who are living, experiencing God or his blessings or his promises in such powerful ways, and you're like, I want that? You can have that too. But it's not overnight. And I've definitely been learning how to experience and live out those promises and how to get to the promised land. I've also been learning how to enjoy the journey to the promised land. The one thing that I want you to take is this: if Jesus promised it, it's possible. If Jesus said you would have it, it's available to you. Not in the afterlife, in this life. If you've seen people experience things in biblical times, or recently in your own lifetime, or maybe people who came from before us and you're like, I want that, it's possible. It's available for you. You may not be there now, but I promise you it's there. If it's a promise that God has given you, that Jesus has given you, whether in scripture or whether in your alone time with him, it's available to you. And Jesus is ready to give it to you.
Hi, this is Andrea. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode blessed you. Don't forget to subscribe and listen to the first 3 chapters of my upcoming book, The Journey. Talk to you next time.